Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Sports Ride. My name is Kizuke. Let's talk about sports Major League. Well, we look into the local scene, talk about the Super Eagles, what really transpiring from away to home and away. We look into every style of it. Let's go talk about the first story where Super Eagles midfielder John Ogu wants Randall Waldrum to be included in the team's coaching staff. Waldrum led the country's women national team. And talk about the Super Falcons to a respectable outing at the ongoing 23 FIFA Women's World Cup. Now, the Super Falcons, you need to know, were eliminated in the round of 16 by the three Lionesses of England. And on Monday, that was when it was played. Now, the former African champion held Olympic champion Canada to a 0-0 draw and beat co-host Australia in the 3-2 in the group stage. Waldrum also, his side lost 4-2 on penalties to England following a brave fight. Now, that's just what it is. Now, we know we had an impressive performance in the Australia and New Zealand tournament. Ogu has called on the NFF body to find a role for the American in the Super Eagles. Get this man at Coach Waldrum to work with the Super Eagles at the NFF. John Ogu wrote on the Twitter handle, and he wants to see the manager talk about, Randall Waldrum for the Falcon, gets to have a space in the Super Eagle. I want to talk about it. It looks very nice to say because Randall Waldrum did well over time. We know his story very well. We know about the American man. I mean, sometimes we talk about how he's been owned by the NFF body, and it doesn't really sound cool on that part, but he's shown technical abilities. He's shown that he knows what he wants for himself. He's shown outclass. He's shown management football. He's shown, what's the better word to say? I think he's been a top-notch manager over time. We want to see more of this kind of managers come to our national team if we're going to keep him employing. But I think we've gotten one man now. Like John Ogu Raleigh said now, I'm in support of that. Randall Waldrum, maybe leave him with the ladies to groom them for the Olympic coming up. But so far, so good. At this point, do we need people like this? Maybe not really him, but we need personalities like Randall Waldrum to, join our team and join our football to make us a better side. Now, let's go on to the next story. FIFPro have announced that it will assist Super Eagles players in getting their outstanding bonus payments, camp allowances, and other expenses from the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF. And FIFPro disclosed this in a statement released on their Twitter handle. And the NFF and Super Eagles players have been embroiled in issues bordering an outstanding bonuses allowance prior to the kickoff of the World Cup. This doesn't sound cool. Now, Super Falcons coach Randall Waldrum, in an interview, accused the NFF of owing him 14 months' salary. Waldrum said the football owed some players' bonuses from 2021. The American also accused the NFF of misappropriation of the $960,000 disbursed by FIFA to all the teams that qualify for the 2023 World Cup. After the Falcons' exit from the ongoing tournament on Monday, FIFPro described as regrettable, right, that players have to go after the NFF to get what is due to them. Okay, so the football body stated that it will be doing everything possible to make sure every money owed is paid to the player. Looking at your screen, you can see that FIFPro statement. I'm going to bring that again over time just to make sure that things look very right. This is a bad one. This is absolutely a bad one. We have talked about money being owed to players. I understand that something drives passion. They say passion is key, passion is okay. It's nice when you've got passion for what you do, but sometimes you need to know this. If you do a job and you're paid for it, you want to do more. If you get a job or you do stuff for someone and you get tips for it, you want to do more. That's just what I feel we should talk about. How well has they done for these ladies? Imagine FIFPro. I feel like this, I don't know the better word. I think this is a national disgrace, a very, very bad one, not sounding as a good message to the NFF. But, if you don't do it right, then I would like to say you're definitely doing it wrong. We want to see the NFF go back to make things right. It wasn't long Fatma Samura talked about this. Fatma Samura said, let the money be dispersed to these players the way it needs to go. She's going to make sure, she's a Senegalese, she's got the African Secretary role, the FIFA role, and she said, I'm going to make sure this money goes the right way. She said, I was an African, so doing some home duties. When Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, called me, I was given this job and this role. Then not long ago, we had Faladay, Her Excellency, come to say the money will be paid due to the right process. Get me right, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the money shouldn't be paid to the right way. But if the money has been paid to the right way and this keep happening, we will talk about it. I mean, if the money is been paid through the right way, which is happening to be going through the NFF and they pay the players or the players directly, then, and if things are going right, we will still not want to talk about it. But this looks like something that's been happening over time. I'll tell you, corruption is bad. Corruption is bad. What is bad is bad. We don't want to keep talking about this kind of stuff. It sounds like a disgrace to the world of football in Nigeria, to say, to be exact. Not political aspect. I'm not talking politics now. I'm not talking about entertainment. I'm talking sports. I'm talking football right now, to be exact. NFF is the body governing the league. I want to see more happen. Now, let's move on to the next story, where England forward Lauren James has apologized to Michelle Alozie after stepping on the Super Falcons defender in the round of 16 encounter at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup on Monday. Lauren James, who plays for English club Chelsea, was sent off following the incident. Now, the young star of sister of Chelsea defender Rhys James was widely criticized following the incident, reacting. Alozie urged fans to give the matter a break, stressing that she respects Lauren James a lot. On her Twitter handle, she wrote, "I beg, rest. We are playing on the world stage. This game is one of passion, insurmountable emotions and moments. All respect for Lauren James." Quoting her tweet, she said, "James apologizes for her action, saying she loves and respects Mitchell. She wrote, all my love and respect to you. I'm so sorry for what happened. Also, for our England fans and my teammates, playing with and for you is my greatest honor, and I promise to learn from my experience." Looking at that, look at that, the post, that's what she said. All my love and respect to you. I am sorry for what happened. Also, for our England fans and my teammates, playing with you, and you are the greatest honor, and I promise to learn from my experience. Look at that. It doesn't sound good. That was a step on the board. That was a start, but I think I'm loving what she's doing. She's being professional, regardless of what Wigman, the manager of the Lionesses, said all the time. She said it was a mistake. Was it really a mistake? I don't really see that as a mistake. It looks intentional for me. But I think what matters right now, we don't want to keep dwelling in the past. Let's keep forward. Let's keep moving ahead. Let's keep talking about the future and not looking back at the past. I feel like Alozie already has made us understand. She plays for Houston Dash in the USA. She said, let's rest about this case. And also, Lauren James have come to apologize. That is the sister to Rhys James of Chelsea. Now, next on, the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, AFN, on Tuesday released Nigerian squad list for the 2023 Women's Athletic Championship in Budapest, that's Hungary. This year's championship will hold from 19 to 20 August, according to a report released from the athletic body. Notable Nigerian male athletes like Ishekiri, Oreche, Ache Favor, Sheyi Ogunlewa, Alaba Kinchola, Farokele, Fakorede Adekalu, Carlington, Anu Nagba, and also Enekweche Chukwebuka, shot put. We are listed for the female Ese Brome, George Patience Okon, Success Omokoro, Favor Ofeli, Rosemary Chukuma, Ruth Osoro made the cut. Also included are Deborah Oke, Emma Bong Okong, Ese Oko, Pamela Ameche. Meanwhile, world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, Toby Amosa, was not listed due to charges against her by Athletic Integrity Unit AIU for missing 3 doping tests. Amosa also was charged with 3 missed drug tests in a 12-month span, which can lead up to 2-year suspension if an athlete never fails a drug test. The 2022 World Cup Athletics Championship in Oregon, and that was the USA. Nigeria finished jointed with one gold and 1 silver. Amosa also got Nigeria only gold in the women's 100-meter hurdles, while Brome won silver in women's long jump. And Toby Amosa, doping tests, we should be missed. Of course she will. She's one of the big fish we have. 100-meter hurdle legend in the game. She knows it well. But I don't know. Let's just wait to know what the outcome will be on that charges being laid to her allegedly on that part. If possible, she's found guilty. You know, the story will not be something to say. She just might be going on a 2-year suspension, but that's if she's found guilty on that. But next on, let's talk about tennis and the Murray in the news now. The Murray town, the blood streak conditioned to grind out a 7-6, 3-6 love win over Italy's Lorenzo Sonego on Tuesday and reached the second round of the Canadian Open. The 3-time Grand Slam champion needed time to settle in his game during the nightly contested opening set, but managed to raise his level in the tiebreaker and never looked back as he beat Sonego for the second time this year. It wasn't always the prettiest tennis, and I was just trying to put the ball in difficult positions for him and hope he doesn't come up with a great shot. 3-time champion Murray said during his on-court interview, he's got a huge game, his forehand really big, but in the wind, like it's not that easy to play really high power, high pace tennis. So I just tried to put balls in awkward places and hope for the best. And that's for Andy Murray on this Sonego. So Andy Murray, let's give it that to Andy Murray as he teamed Wayne Sonego in Toronto. That was a rare gun. And quickly, let's dash in the world of golf. John Ram happens to be in the news. World #1 John Ram in the FedEx Cup playoff standing as he prepares to tee up with the Memphis, the Memphis this week. And the Spaniard is betting on himself in the St. Jude Championship. Yes, he said we are competing against each other, but it's not really head-to-head like I'm in pretty much every other sport. I still have to focus on what I have to do rather than what other players may be doing. It's me against me, and all I can control is what I do. If I do what I know I can do at the highest level, it gives me the best chance, Ram said on Tuesday in an interview with Reports. Now, this morning, Ram also said, right now, I don't have any plans to join the LRV Golf Series largely because of the format. It's hard to say where you stand on one thing or the other, Ram says. For those watching that know me, I'm a golf historian, I'm a golf traditionalist. Apart from the money pursuits and purses, with the PGA Tour levelating, I'm elevated to rematch the LRV pursuits. There is something special when you win tournament, especially like one we are competing in this week at the St. Jude. And he said there is so much involvement with St. Jude Hospital. It's more than just golf. It transcends golf a little bit. This to me is very important. Building legacy is very, very much important. I think the PGA Tour is the best spot to do it right now. That's where my mind is at the moment, coming from John Ram. Yes, he sounds strong. The PGA Tour for him. He doesn't want to do a deviation. He doesn't want to go away from the. He doesn't want to go away from the PGA Tour. The LRV Golf have brought a major report, a dispute around Mark 1 for themselves, and he's been shown that he stands on his ground, stamping very strong for the PGA Tour. Like he said, he's a historian in the world of golf. Nobody takes that away, from John Ram, talking about the Spanish international. Now, moving on to football news, Chelsea French forward Christopher Nkunku will be out for an extended period of time after undergoing surgery on his injured knee. The 25-year-old suffered a problem during the first half of Chelsea preseason friendly against Borussia Dortmund in Chicago last week. Chelsea also manager Mauricio Pochettino said at the time he hoped the injury would not be a big issue for Nkunku. The Blues also host Liverpool in their Premier League opener on Sunday. Happens to be a very big game. And he said, have not specified the length of absence. However, some reports have suggested that the former Paris Saint-Germain and RB Leipzig forward could be out of action until December. That would be a blow for Chelsea. Now, Nkunku had impressed during Chelsea's preseason tour of the United States, scoring 3 times in 5 games and displayed a promising link-up with fellow summer signing Nicolas Jackson in attack. And he had scored 58 goals in the past 2 seasons for RB Leipzig before finalizing the switch to Stamford Bridge in June. Now, his unavailability would be a blow for Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino new look side as they bid to improve on a poor goal record that saw them score just 38 times in the Premier League last season on the way to a 12th place finish. I will tell you that was the worst record for Chelsea in the last 30 years. And it's a blow, whichever way you want to say it. It's really a blow because Christopher Nkunku was formidable for Chelsea in the preseason. The link-up play with Christopher and Nico Jackson from Villarreal has been top-notch. But right now, I'm not surprised Chelsea want to get to sign Vlahovic, Dusan, from Juventus. So maybe a swap deal. Hakim Ziyech, Romelu Lukaku, this kind of players already in Chelsea don't have a shirt number. So it means that will be a possible signing for Vlahovic to join Nico Jackson to make the Chelsea's front line very, very strong pace one. Now, let's go on to the next story where Bundesliga champion Bayern Munich are set to launch a 4th bid for England striker Harry Kane is scoring summer transfer window. According to reports saying that Bayern Munich have already had 3 bids rejected for the 30-year-old this summer. Now, Tottenham also rejected a bid for £86 million rejected. Bayern Munich are reportedly preparing a bid for £94.6 million for him. Bayern Munich are indeed also in need of a goal scorer after Sadio Mane departed for Saudi Pro League side to cover our announcement this summer window. Lewandowski also moved to Barcelona 2 seasons ago, which has left the goal scoring vacuum in the squad. Now, Harry Kane was the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League last season, coming second to only Erling Haaland, who scored 36 goals. Now, Kane also scored 4 goals in the preseason friendly match against the win over Shakhtar Donetsk. Now, Kane as well netted 30 goals and dished out 3 assists in 38 Premier League games last season. Tottenham finished 8th position in the Premier League last season with 60 points from 38 games. Bayern Munich totaled 71 points in 34 Bundesliga matches this season, in the last season for 2022-2023. Now we have to wait to know if Harry Kane would be leaving or if he's not going to be leaving. I don't want to say Harry Kane is just on the look for the £400,000 salary. He has been adamant for those reports. He has spoken to the body, has said he's going to give them a week, supposedly for the Premier League, to know his fate, if he's going to stay or not. He's not even talked about, I want to leave. He's not stood his ground to say, I want to leave the club. He's just on the verge of making agreements to know if I will stay or leave. 400,000 pounds a week for Harry Kane. He's big, he's 30. If he stays with the club, that leave also shows his body language and gesture that they don't want to sell him. And we wait to know how that will go. But still on the show, talk about Tottenham Hotspur. They've signed Argentina striker Alejo Valles from Rosario Central on Tuesday after early announcement of the arrival of the Dutch centre-back Mickey van der Ven from German side Wolfsburg. The Premier League side club will both set to have bought the 90-year-old centre-forward Valles and also Van der Ven, 22, who had agreed a deal to 2029. Now, Valles joins Angel Postecoglou's squad this summer after making 62 appearances and scoring 90 goals across all competition for Rosario since his debut in 2021. The signing also followed those of James Maddison, Pedro Porro, Guillermo Vicario, Manu Solomon, Ashley Phillips. Spurs also opened their Premier League campaign away to Brentford on Sunday, and that is what it is. I think it's going to be a summer transfiguration for Ange Postecoglou, the Australian manager who was the former manager of Celtic. Harry Kane, Son Heung-min, they've got players who can do the magic up front, even Perisic. Now, the manager now would have to make sure he strategizes the team to put them in good shape, to make sure they get to be okay. Look at your screen, you see that summer signing, Valles. Valles is a good player. I know him well. He looks very young. He plays the way he looks. He's just 19, and that's a wonderful signing for Tottenham Hotspur. We just want to know if Tottenham Hotspur will be out this season coming up, where we'll see the first game coming up on Friday. I really cannot wait to see. I'm really anticipating to see that game come to play. But the best side would win the league, whichever way you want to say it. Let the best side get to win the league, and it's good football. We have to wait to see. The league is coming up. Stay tuned for that, and make sure you get glued to your TV screen so you don't miss out. But time is up for me to leave on the spot, right? Don't forget, this is Voice of the People Television, the best place you need to be at all time. Hopefully tomorrow I'll return again for more sporting news to give it to you just the way it is. But for now, I'm signing out. KZK is my name. Bye-bye. Good morning once again.